Ring of Honor star on the line now, Tommaso Ciampa. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, bro? Thanks for having me tonight.
Yeah, listen, man, we appreciate it. Listen, we're big indie fans, and we've seen you around the circuit for a couple of years now, but we've been watching you Ring of Honor the past couple of years. Your Sicilian psychopath character is really developing into something great. How do you feel you're at in your career? How do you feel about your character right now?
I don't do characters, to be honest with you. So what you see is kind of what you get. But as far as my career goes, I feel pretty good. But the goal coming into Ring of Honor was to capture a title. So I think I'm on my way to it. But until I get it, I don't think I'm going to be too content.
Cahill or Mike Chiari, sorry.
Yeah, Tommaso, as you just said, you have yet to win a title during your fairly brief tenure with Ring of Honor. You've had some big wins, though, some big matches. So I was just wondering kind of what you feel like your ceiling is within the company. And, you know, obviously probably winning the ROH Heavyweight Championship is your main goal. But, you know, what are some of your other ultimate goals to accomplish within the company?
I don't know that there's a ceiling per se. What drew me to Ring of Honor was definitely the Samoa Joes and CM Punk. I liked what Dragon did. I think it's really special when you can be at the very top of the company and take the company to new heights. I think Joe did that. I think Punk did it. Dragon definitely did it for sure. Time will tell if Steen does it. But that's my goal. I'm not looking to leave Ring of Honor anytime soon. I'm really looking to develop and turn into the main attraction of the company. I feel like it's just a matter of time until that happens. But capturing the Ring of Honor World title, that's a goal. But keeping it for the longest time period in Ring of Honor's history, I guess that's the ceiling per se. I have the longest win streak. What I want now is to win the title and keep it for the longest time period.
Brandon Gavin?
Yeah, you spent some time in WWE a little bit. What did you take from there, and what are you trying to apply in Ring of Honor? What did you learn from WWE?
I don't know how much of it I apply in Ring of Honor. WWE was more of a life experience for myself. Not many people, I think, followed me back then enough to know my story, but I basically was a 21-year-old boy. I was in the business a couple of years, and I got kind of slingshotted onto a TV spot with Undertaker, and that developed me into a developmental contract. And it was kind of like too fast, too soon. I was too young. I was immature. I hadn't grown into my body yet. My mind wasn't in the right place. So I think the main thing I took from my WWE experience was it humbled me a little, and it forced me to really look in the mirror and find myself. I think the biggest thing that you can do in this sport is figure out what your strengths are. I'm not a high flyer. I've never been the best athlete. It's arguable how charismatic I am. I'm very intense. I'm a very hard worker. So what I did was I took my losses from WWE, and I basically went back to my strengths, and I've tried ever since that day to outwork every single person in this business, and that's what I think I'm going to continue to do in Ring of Honor is keep my work ethic above all my competition.
Hey, listen, Donnie, earlier in 2012, you announced through Twitter that you had diverticulitis. Oh, my God, I just brutalized that, dude. Oh, my God. I'm just embarrassed the whole show now. Tell us how you went through it. I know you're wrestling now. You're doing great now. You're feuding with Jay Lethal in an awesome feud. How was that battle, and how are you doing now?
Much better. It was very random that it happened. I still don't know exactly how it comes. They never figure out how it comes about. I was fortunate that I caught it really early, and it never really developed into too much of a serious case. But it started with bad stomach pains and stomach issues. It was more than just vomiting. It just something felt wrong. That was leading into Border Wars, which ironically was my first loss. And I'll never put it on the issues I was having, but it just happened to be that same time period. And then when I got home from Border Wars, I got up, I think it was like the Tuesday, a couple days later, and it was a crippling feeling. You can't really explain it. It's just your stomach is tightening up as though you're doing some serious abdominal work when you're just doing nothing at all. I went to the ER that day, and what they had told me is they had to do a CAT scan. I had to drink some fluids and whatnot, and it was a minor case of diverticulitis. I was taking a supplement called GMA, zinc magnesium, and sometimes magnesium can react poorly to people. And I think it could have been a buildup of that, and I'm not sure what else. But long story short of it, I lost about 12 pounds in a matter of like 10 days. So I continued on and did television the next weekend. Recently, this past month, I took the whole month of July off from wrestling. Ring of Honor's schedule was light, and I was able to get away from independent bookings. I feel a lot better now. I'm actually at my heaviest weight of my career. Been training and dieting. My diet's completely changed, and I actually feel bigger and stronger than I've ever been. So it's all good signs right now.
That's great. Mike Chiari?
Yeah, building off the diverticulitis, Brock Lesnar, huge star, big guy, UFC heavyweight champion at the time he got it. It pretty much crippled him. Kept him out for months, and maybe he hasn't even really recovered fully from it. Even though he had it so long ago. So I was just wondering, why do you feel like you were able to bounce back, so much quicker and so much more effectively than somebody like he was?
Well, the stages of it. The biggest difference is Brock didn't catch it early, and he got surgery. He had I don't know, maybe a foot or so, I don't know how much, but of his colon removed. That's what the difference is as far as the recovery period. I never had surgery. I feel as though I probably caught it in its initial week or two. I'm stubborn typically, and I was, warned by friends to go to the ER because they could see the pain I was in, and I'm happy I listened. I really think that's a difference. I'm not sure what Brock's story is. Clearly not a personal friend of mine, and I would just assume that he tried training and toughening it out as long as he could. And from everything I read about it, there's probably like 3 different stages of it, and I would assume he entered stage 2 or maybe even 3, and that's what required surgery. I had to do 3 follow-ups with my doctors after the initial CAT scan, and each time they gave me less restrictions, and I guess I just got lucky, So I'll take my luck on that one.
All right, Brandon Gavin?
Yeah, before the show, we were all watching your matches, and we were all very impressed, especially with your finisher, the powerbomb into a double knee backbreaker. We couldn't believe it. So tell us about how you came up with this move.
I stole it. I watch a lot of film, and Teddy Hart did it in a YouTube clip, and I thought if a 180-pound high flyer could do it, then I could probably do it better. So I started to use it maybe 3 years ago, and it's been effective. I think it's been kicked out of once in my life and never in Ring of Honor. Each time I hit it, I get better at doing it. So I stole it from Teddy Hart. I'll give him all the credit in the world. Teddy Hart's one of those guys, too. He was down in developmental when I was there, and not sure where he's at now in his career or life, but he is one of the best professional wrestlers I've ever been in a ring with, bar none.
Yeah, he's one that never got a proper push with WWE. But you know what? It's all about luck sometimes at WWE and the right people you know. You're on the right track. Tell everybody where you're going to be at, where they can find you and stuff, man, over the next couple of weeks.
The big stuff I'm looking forward to right now is the next Ring of Honor television tape in Baltimore. Not sure, hasn't been announced who I'm facing yet, but I always look forward to TV. I got Sami Callihan, which I've been looking forward to and licking my chops at now for months. I issued an open challenge to him a couple months back. 2CW was smart enough to pick up on it, and the match is going to finally happen in New York. And I actually am going to be meeting with the cameraman soon. I got words for Sami Callihan, so that will be coming out really shortly. And then, of course, there's the high pay-per-view for Ring of Honor in Providence, and it's going to be with Jay Lethal, 2 out of 3 falls. And that's as close to home as it gets for me. I'm currently residing in Massachusetts, and Providence is an hour drive out. So I'm looking forward to having Lethal come into my territory, and we can settle this.
All right, so while I'm excited about the Jay Lethal match, because you guys put them on all the time, where and when is this Sami Callihan match? Because I'm a big Sami Callihan mark, and I will watch this.
Sami Callihan, you can help me with the dates. I think Ring of Honor Television is August 3rd. If so, it's the following day. It's whatever the day after that is, because ROH TV is a Friday and 2CW is a Saturday. So I want to say it's August 4th. I know he's in Japan right now, so he's probably prepping, doing whatever it is he does. But I'm looking forward to it. I like him. I like him as a person, that's for sure, and I've come out and said that. But I'm very envious of his tours. I hate this bull crap I hear about him being the hardest hitting man in pro wrestling. He's a little boy, so I think when we get in the ring together, size and power is going to show. And it's going to be a match of the year, I guess, as far as the fans are concerned. But more importantly, I plan on shedding some of Sami's blood that night.
Oh, my God. That better be on IPTV. Please, somebody, if you're listening, anybody with power, make this happen. That will be an amazing. If I don't see it, I'm going to find it on YouTube. Listen, thank you for coming on Ring Rust Radio, Mr. Ciampa. Thank you very much, buddy.
Thank you guys for having me.